Welcome to the barbecue. What we're doing today is we're barbecuing some briskets and some ribs, pork chops, some deer sausage. And the pit's been going for about 4 hours. The meat has been on. The briskets have been on for about 3 hours. Let's take a look. We're using a combination of red oak, pin oak, and pecan. There's some of the wood over there. Whenever you're smoking, it is very important to keep the temperature below 225 degrees Fahrenheit. I've heard anywhere from 175 to 225. This prevents the charring of the meat. These briskets are going to take about 9 hours to cook. The wedding is at 6 o'clock. That's what we're barbecuing for. It's my stepdaughter's wedding. So I put the briskets on at 9 o'clock this morning. And we're going to let them smoke for about 3 hours, which is right now. We're going to let them smoke for another 30 minutes or so. Then we're going to wrap them in foil, let them cook inside the foil. Then around 6:30 or so, we're going to pull them off, slice them up, and serve them to the guest. I'll keep you informed. I'm going to give you a couple of tips for a successful barbecue. 1, do not use a lot of charcoal, especially the easy light charcoal, as it has some type of starter fluid, some type of petroleum in it. How do you think it lights? And that petroleum leaves a funny taste in your meat, in your food. Ought to use as much wood as you can. I like using pecan, red oak, and pin oak because that's what's available in this area. A lot of people say, well, they like mesquite. Well, that's fine. You like mesquite. I'm not driving 800 miles to find some mesquite, or I'm not buying little packets of mesquite just to cook with. There's oak trees around here that blow over during these big thunderstorms. Well, people want them out of the yard, so a lot of times if you just approach the people about it, they got this big down tree in their yard. If I help you cut the tree up, can I have some of the wood? And a lot of times they'll just say yes. So you get your chainsaw, you go out there, you help them cut the wood. You got yourself some free barbecue wood. Next tip, you need 2 lawn chairs per person. Why per person? So you can put your feet up. Like that right there. And it's not for 2 people facing each other. It's one for you to sit down in and one for prop your feet up. Next thing you need is an ice chest with some type of beverage, preferably beer. Alright, I'll talk to you later. The ribs have been smoking for a little over 3 hours. To stop them from getting an overbearing smoke taste to them, I've wrapped them in foil. Here. Now what that's going to do is it's going to let the brisket cook in its own juices from the fat, and it'll stop it from having like I said, an overbearing smoky taste. Welcome back. What we're doing now is we're putting the ribs on. We've got different types of ribs. Let me open this up where you can see it. Here we go. The briskets have been on now for 6 hours. We let them smoke for 3 hours. They've been wrapped in foil for 3 hours. What we're doing now, we'll put these ribs on. See the ribs. Whenever they're done, we'll cut them in pairs or in threes. I'm putting them on 3, and right now we've got 3 hours to the wedding. It's my stepdaughter's wedding. And hopefully these will be done by then. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this marinating sauce And we're going to pour it in there like that. Okay, now we're keeping our temperature between 175 and 225. Sometimes it gets about 230 or so, but I open the lid, cool it down a little bit. Now we're going to seal this up, and I'm going to come out here and rotate these ribs. I'm going to take the ones in the front. I've got my steak turner. I'm going to take these ribs from the front and put them in the back, put the ones in the back and put them in the front and flip them. We're going to let them smoke for about an hour to 2 hours, and we're going to wrap them in foil so they can simmer for the last hour or so. Okay, turn it off. All right, I forgot to put the pork loin on, so we just got finished putting the ribs on. A lot of people don't cook pork loins for some reason. All a pork loin is a big chunk of meat. You take it and you season it, kind of like a brisket or a roast. Rub that in real good. Gotta rub that into the meat. Okay, let's get these open. Move these around a little bit. I'm going to put that right there. Go a little bit more. Some of it got washed off by the blood. All right, there. Okay, check back in a few minutes and I'll let you know what's going on.